Oh, it's been amazing.
Get you first is here for you again to tell you all you need to know. Get you first, home for all. Queen Diva. Get you first, home for all. Queen Diva. All you need to do is just to follow. Get motivated and educated. Queen Diva, Get It First is here for you. Against all odds, we are pushing higher, we are moving higher, we are crossing boundaries. Queen Diva, oh, 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 oh.
Hi all, hi everyone, good evening. Thank you for joining in. At any point to join, thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see from the topic that we have today, what is Emmanuel Remijius, Emmanuel Remijius, or like he calls himself now, Onyebuchi Ashiburobi? What is he not saying? So this is on the backdrop of a video he made, I think 2 days ago. I feel like he had so much to say on that video, but wasn't saying them. So we're gonna be listening to that video today and try as much as we can to analyze that particular video and all he had to say. Probably we will be able to say what he didn't want to say, or to deduce or perceive some of the things that he wanted to say but didn't really say. So I'll let you listen a bit to that video before I go ahead.
I want to state something here. On this particular platform, I will no longer support anybody or any particular group until PM Mazi Simon Ekpa comes out, please. And don't come to me and say, oh, Ngozi Arabeze asekwagi, oge nkere asekwagi, ma onye ihu ma onye azụ asekwagi. Because one thing that I have found out is those who comes to tell you, oh, this person asekwam, this person asekwam, they are all worse than the person. They are all worse than the person. Please and please, Ashiburobi will not be here to castigate anyone again. Imete mma etogi, imete njo etogi. Till PM comes. And let me state it. With me saying this, it's not that I will support anybody. What I want is Biafra. I am not supporting anybody, please.
Now that I use Monday Service, AI makes solving tickets my form of meditation. Monday Service is...
So, as you can see here, Onyebuchi Ashiburobi is telling us that he will no longer support anybody on his platform. I believe that we all already know that obviously he was supporting, what's her name again? Ngozi Arabweze. From Ngozi Arabweze, he made a U-turn and started supporting Ogenkere. And just a few weeks ago, made a U-turn and they sort of formed their own group, which is the, I don't know what their group is called really, but they claim to be the main brigade anyway. So, because obviously there's Brigade 1, there's Brigade 2. So I will call them Brigade 2 for now. Ogenkere Brigade 1. So Onyebuchi Ashiburobi, who is Emmanuel Remijius, joined that group that sort of formed their own thing. and started doing their own fundraising and things like that. And he came out a few days ago to state in his own platform on the video we just watched now that he will no longer be supporting anyone, as the case may be. So, and since he made that video, I was thinking about it and I'm like, okay, what would motivate him to say this or to come out publicly to say that he will no longer be supporting anybody, especially on his platform? And that's what we want to listen to him to see if we can try to understand what the message he was actually trying to pass, but tried so much not to pass, if that makes sense to you. So that's why we're here today. And we'll listen to him again before I do any sort of commentary.
All these very people coming out. There are things that there are things that people whom you have spoken to for a very long time, they deceive you for their own gain. Ndoshi, criminals up and down, looking for Biafra business to get from, looking for money to fix their hands upon.
Okay, will you agree with me that at this point where he said, Ndoshi, people that you've talked to, people that you've trusted for a long time, that they will turn around? So will I be right to say that now this new group now have their own fundraising, and all that? Is there trouble in paradise at this point? Should we start thinking that something is not going probably the way that Remijius thought it was going to go? Or is it too early for me to start thinking about these things?
Those particular individuals who have come into the struggle to enrich their pockets, shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. Most of them, most of them are scattered overseas. Ndoshi. You see them speaking very good to you, telling you this and that. Onyoshi. Before they condemn somebody, it will be that the money, maybe the person is not bringing money to enter his or her.
So, kedonye ondi onye buchi ashiburobi na ndoshi. Because you cannot tell me that at this point, no people from USB or people from Briggy One, which is Ogenkere group. So, Oga Buriri, this new group, that was Ndoshi, because he has said now, before we got to this point, he started this program by saying that he will no longer support anybody. No support to see any group or anybody on his platform. Oh, then he now went further to say, "Neoni trust to Chara, that the person would now start to manifest, no greed, ne motivate ya, or na where." So, don't I refer to as Ndoshi Anua at this video?
Pocket. Yeah, Maliena condemn. Oh, this person, if you give that person chance, the person will become worse than the other person on our condemn. I have not seen anybody who volunteers his or her mind to join this very struggle. Rather than Mazen Namdekano and Mazen Simon Ekpa and those.
So now again, don't forget that this guy just joined a new group, and basically the eggheads of that group, people believe na Hani Lennon are the same clique already. This Remijius, Biafra Unite, Vam, Madam Onowu, I don't know who, and the chairman of the CRC, and obviously a few other people. When they come together, we form this group. And now, Emmanuel Remijius has come out now a proclaim na ndi onye or ndi ichekwa maybe na aka docha on hand with good intention that they will turn around to show that their motivation is only greed. They have trouble ihe ga-aba n'akpa ha. Then na this statement o make last na ọ na-ekwu na ya hụ bụ onye ndị ji obi ha onye ji obi ya pụta na ọ na-azọ Biafra na abụghị ma Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and the Prime Minister of Brigade. So when I see only message Emmanuel Remijius chọrọ pass through this video, but probably he doesn't want to come out clear. Or iba go bia buwaya bu aki oyibo nsugbe. Ochoho iputa clear kwuo kwusile kwa otu okwu asiwede. So on our pass like cryptic messages. So are you following me? Are you getting the vibe that I got from that video?
Men on the ground, those are the only people. Other ones carrying portfolio. Ndoshi. I am Onyebuchi Ashimorobi, please. Imete mma ntogi, imete njọ ntogi. That's the only thing that I have come. Mmadụ ọbụla abịakwa n'ebe abịabịa kọrọ m akụkọ na-agba ka J5. Ụmụ ka mbụ story anọ. Akụkọ na-agba ka J5, akụkọ Mama Ngozi na ndị yard. I am tired of hearing such bullshit. Such bullshit. I am tired.
So can we go there that, that my hypothesis is good, or, is correct, or my, what is it called? My conspiracy. Let me assume that my conspiracy is correct, that he's actually referring to this new group, had made their own fundraising. When I say, is it not too early? Or maybe I'm sure no mail 8 weeks. I mean, I don't even think it's been over 4 weeks. Uniform group will be do. Or do you too early? He play this type of hand now. I don't know how you guys like a lot of chaos all the time. Everywhere una cause chaos. Everyone gonna cause chaos. Everyone gonna go cause chaos. I'm going down with something that is not clear to you within that group now. Is it not too early to come out to be making this type of video? Is it not, I mean, is it not wiser to probably give it some time and allow the people in the group to, put whatever thing it is together? I might be wrong, but I'm never wrong, trust me. I believe that this video, they targeted at that new group. But I'm also saying that whatever the case may be, I feel like the group should be given a little time to sit, to understand even the direction that they are going and what they are doing before an insider, because somebody like Remijius, I believe, is an insider in that group, because Ohanile Sowe, Buara towards Ogenkere. And then, if I say that they pulled out to form their own group, they may be upset because they claim that not how the main brigade. Oh, so I might just put it that I don't know how to put it, but whatever it is, they have their own group now. Ogenkere is doing his own thing, even though Hanilen has a brigade. But why would Emmanuel Remijius come out at this critical time? How can they affirm their own setup? We been okuzi oku na nyawa enwezi onye gana support. Na onye marebo na ya noreba na I feel like it's somehow, but let's keep listening to him.
And it can no longer continue. Someone told me that there are one of our sisters who resigned from USB. And I would tell anyone something. Till PM comes out, anywhere that you are, stay there. Stay there, my brother. If you are following Ogenkere, stay there. If you are following Ngozi Orabueze, stay there. If you are following anybody, stay there. There is, all these very people.
Okay, now if you're following Ogenkere, stay there.
Oh, that's right too.
If you're following Ngozi Orabueze, stay there. If you're Ebobolin on again or Eba, now all these people, ya trust. Do you understand? So that makes me to believe that there's trouble in paradise already. Honestly, if I want to give my honest opinion, if that new group had you fundraising, had a claim about the original brigade, I honestly think that group is gonna fall apart soon, because the people from the group, their personalities will definitely clash. these are people who were almost the same personality type. Ndị bụ some bụ eze ga-akwụ ọtọ, ndị chọrọ authority, ndị chọrọ ka ọ bụ n'okwu ha ka a na-anụ all the time. All of them put together, trust me. So I feel like they are going to have personality clash at a point and the group will fall apart. And it's unfortunate if that has already started happening, because I would sincerely like to give them a chance, you know, like, let's give them a chance, give them a few days, a few weeks to sit up and know what they are doing. So I would not support anyone attacking them or attacking anybody in that group at this point. I would be like, give them a chance, you know. But somebody like me can, you know, say, oh, be where you are, I don't trust anybody because I don't have any stake in any of the things. But for somebody like Remijius, who obviously has a stake in the new group that they formed, support anybody, which means that there's something not right somewhere.
To follow Mr. Okafor. Stay wherever that you are. Stay wherever that you are. That you remove yourself from Mr. Okeke, you follow Mr. Okafor. But there are better evil and lesser evil. Better evils are those who, I cannot promote anybody. I cannot promote anybody on this very platform. Follow whosoever that you want. There are people whom you think that these very people are sincere.
So gonna be now Remijius. And who are those people he keeps referring to? Bundi, Ochena had the sincere. So these people are definitely people from this new group that they have formed. And this new alliance somewhere, or people who feeling or not trust but people from this new group as well, because something that has to do with this new group. Remijius will not be telling you that no one's on your support. Do you understand? Because he had practically and openly shown his support for the new group and encouraged people to go donate there, and you know, and openly say he was part of it. So Keziah in less than 2 or 3 weeks, in less than 3 or 4 weeks, I mean, he's now coming out to tell us that he doesn't support anyone, any group, and he keeps pointing to people that you each have the sincere, that they will now turn around, you know, and show another hand.
Thinking I have said it before, and I will keep on saying it. I don't need anything in this very freedom. Government don't. It is true that regime ego not me. Not me. Not Mwashiburobi. Not Mwashiburobi. I am Onyebuchi Ashiburobi, please. Preaching nothing. Nothing but the undiluted truth. That is one thing that I have come to preach. Stay wherever that you are. And again, I heard that this, our sister, wrote 8 pages of news, 8 pages of paper against the USB. Ehụrụ na nke ikpeazụ a, mgbe ọbụla ọ sọpụrụ unu n'ọkpa, mgbe aka Onyebuchi Ashiburobi ya eji speed na sọpọtụ ihe ọsọ ji wee pụọ unu n'ọkpa. What are you trying to tell us? You are now trying to tell us na ihe adịbụghị mma adịghịzị mma ugbu a. Ọ na ọba ziere gị na onye ọbụla gbara ọgwụ ya ṅụọ. Wherever that you are, remain there. Unu megide ike gwa unu, fold unu, lakpu unu. Criminals.
Concerning the lady that resigned, anyway, I'm not going to say much about that because I haven't seen the document. I saw a PDF. I had seen a PDF document that was shown in one of the channels. and somebody was reading it out, but I'll prefer to read it myself before I'll be able to say something about it. But having said that, it is in her right if she feels that, you know, I don't want to be part of this anymore for whatever reason. It's her right to do that. And I don't think that she should be condemned for thinking, I don't want to be part of this organization anymore. She may have had grievances, and nobody said, Nancy, no, okay, no one has support to be here before. Why you just wait on no around now, no has support to it? Of course, at a point, you know, ihe ichebu no di oji, you will now see clearer matter, oh, this thing na buku oji ka odi, okwa ocha ka odi. Or ihe ichebu no docha. You will now see clearer and say, oh, ihe abukwa no, you know, something black, not as white as I thought. And then you can have a turnaround. So I don't think people should crucify her for that. USB, mechazia filie, no certain things not clear to her that she doesn't want to be part of that USB government anymore. It's in her right to do that. It doesn't matter at what point she has the turnaround. Even if she decides now, oh, Nyacho has be part of the Afghan struggle anymore, it is in her right as well to do that. And whatever reason she gives is her own valid reason. That is her truth. But like I said, I won't have much to say until I personally read that document, her resignation document. So, but let's continue listening to Remijius. Why we're here with this video today is I want to understand what Remijius is not saying. He is trying to pass a message, and that message on a pass for me, they critically concerns that new group we have from now, fundraise. Because why would somebody wear a stake in that group as Remijius come out now to tell us Niana has support to anybody, ma Ogen Kereo, ma Ngozo Rabezo, ma Ndisi Arusi, no was the Ebenki Akuno, was Onyana sport, no Nyama Bono Yano Reba. So he's not even making any effort to convince people to come over to this their new group, and he keeps mentioning na people or only chekwa na aki adocha or iba no bezigbo mmadu or no job right only ha mecha turn or wo onwe ya nala, which means he's pointing at something or somebody, you know. So there's something going on. I believe that it's going to get clearer within a few weeks.
I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, please. Don't come out and tell us rubbish. All this rubbish, Agunam. Don't come out and tell us rubbish. Soldier call, go, soldier come. Support I have nobody to support. Onye ọbụla ị na-eso some isogidekwe n'ịnwụọ n'ime ya.
So why Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, why will you not support group in on here? That is my the big question. Why are you not supporting the group in on here? Why are you not open about it anymore to say no kwa group can support? So because before na form more group and so nandi no na now, there are people of integrity within that group, within the Brigade government and all that. And I believe not those people with integrity that you were referring to, Bundi so we pull out or dismantle all the government. So why are you not supporting them openly? Which means there's something not right. There's something going on that you are trying so hard not to talk about.
Soldier go, soldier come, Balarac still remain.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I...
So, I keep asking, can you help that thing that he's not telling us that we need to hear?
I'm telling you people all this, not to mock anyone. I am waiting for PM. PM is the only person that have my support. PM, Master Simon Ekpa, is the only person that have my support. But I could remember one particular individual here who always ends up in the secret telling you cock and bull story. at the end of this day, this particular individual was snake. Agwana hama hebo dobere ishi ya. Oghere onye. Nọdịkwa n'ofu ebe ka ekpere rụọ ọrụ n'isi gị. You don't want to stay one place.
So now it still boils down to what I've been saying all night. Who is this individual? You know, and that individual, if you ask me, you know, like this, their new group. Because why would you now turn around to say, no, check a PM puta. So it's a mahana PM ga puta mbunu juega form more a new group, for example. And though iso nandi isi kudoro that group, huh? So why now, or maybe the 4 weeks actually, the turn is around, no one's only in our support, and where's the vehicle now? And you keep pointing at the people need their chokwanaka ha dutch and her turn was around the and who is this individual? So what are you not saying? Do you not think that if there's a problem that you are supposed to alert people? Because they go kunna nakotande madeha, mandi USBO, mandi brigi 1, mandi brigi 2, all people's had money kunna nakotaha. So if you want to come out openly and say that something is not right, do you not think you should be very open about it, and so that you can actually just exonerate yourself than passing cryptic messages? When you support, so you guys will sit around and tell people to come and do donation to a particular group.
Do you think Nasim Murebeji Yaga? Go and look at the archives of those who have lied in their lives before. Very, very disgruntled individuals. Onye bịara ihu ka ọ na-asị gị, oh, na ihe ọ chọrọ bụ freedom, ihe ọ chọrọ bụ freedom. Asị, ihe ọ chọrọ bụ ego na-aba n'akpa ha ndị oshi. And they would want to exploit you, your vulnerability, in a create ego na their pockets. So ọ ka mma na ndị nke a na-eme ekikwa ego n'onwe ha, ha mekibere nke ha. At the long run, we know that PM will come out. Mana onye nke ego na-aba n'akpa epụtakwa na sị gị, hey, na onye advivo dutu gị na ọ chọrọ ịdọbiri nke ya si ya no. Ọkwụ n'ime unu niile anọ m ebe a. Ashigburu obi, akwere m ebe a 24/7. Na nke ikpeazụ a, onye gba ọsọ nne ya. I am Onyebuchi Ashigburu, please. The only people that I clearly support, that have my support till PM comes, are those men on the ground. If you are not talking about them, you are talking nonsense. If you don't want their well-being, you are lying to yourself. I equally saw on social media that Ngozi Orabueze suspends Igwe Butozo. At this juncture, I have one advice.
If you want to attract more high-ticket clients, you need to...
Okay, so Onyebuchi Ashigburu akọwa na the only people we are now support, but they are men on ground. But when I just see those men on ground do now, before PM na put. For example. So you need to stand somewhere. You really need to stand somewhere.
I have not been working with you. Concentrate in leading the people that you are leading. Leave our people's general alone. On this platform, I have no strength again to attack anybody, but I will lend my advice. This general have suffered a lot. And those of you who ends up on social media leading your groups should lead your groups in peace. I have no longer problem with you leading your group. At least there are people who believe in you. Lead them to the destination where they believe that you are leading them. But stay away from people's general. At least now we have every 4 years politics. This and I have a DOS. We have Ndo to Genkere. We have Ndo to USB, which is led by Ngozi Orabeze. We have Ndo to CRC. Ụmụ ihe niile a bụ onye ọbụla edobe n'ọfịs ya, onye ọbụla na-eso ya sonye the office.
So na Hugonian, ọ gụrụ si na enwere group ndị every 4 years politics, which is ndị DOS, I believe. Gụọ ndị group Ogenkere, gụọ ndị group Ngozi Orabueze, gụọ ndị group CRC. Wee sị na ihe a niile bụ na onye ọbụla edowela ọfịs ya, which means including group ndị CRC, which is group nyanwa na onwe ya nọ na ya anyway, as much as I know before now. Nyanwa na onwe ya nọ na ya, sokwa wee set up office. So what is he not telling us? So about group, these 4 groups, onye kwa group ndị CRC bụ group nyanwa na wee conclude na ihe a niile bụ na onye ọbụla set go office ka na-atụrụ ha ego, which means na group ahụ nyanwa nke ha ka create ụbọchị a as no ka ha nwee ike wee na-enweta ego wee na support their men on ground, which means na group ahụ onwe ya na bụ office ka ha set up from ihe onye bụcha Shiburu Obi na-achịkọwara anyị na office ka ha setkwara up na that group.
So onye ọbụla ị na-eso asịkwana na nsị gị soro onye aha ihe ọbụla mere gị n'ọdịdị ya, but mụnwa ịpụtasị gị na onye a dị njọ, onye a dị njọ. Maka even the people that are setting up their own new kiosk newly, telling you, oh, this, all of them are the same.
Even the people setting up their own new office newly, can they set their own new office newly on the Brigade 2? Ndị to CRC, or have the latest office. Or see that even the people bundi that are saying this, saying that, set their own office. That honey level thing. So what is Onyebuchi Shiburu Obi Emmanuel Remijius? What is he not telling us? So there's definitely trouble in paradise, which is inside that new Brigade 2 group and her form. Is passing a message, but not saying it. Because now even the Bundia Honkwa na set up their new kiosk. Na hani lebo free ha okwa ego gi ka na acho akpa gi ka na akpa ha ka ha na acho. We can we bundo who form the group? Is it not the CRC group which nyawa bu Emmanuel Remijius so we form more. Abu here.
Very, very the same. So follow whoever that you follow. That's my own for you. And me on this very platform will no longer come out and tell you, oh, if you want to win my trust and win my praise, do something on the ground. Do something on the ground. On the ground is where my concentration is. Our people have suffered a lot. They have suffered a lot, and we should no longer use them for a ride. We should no longer ride them. Please, we should no longer ride on them. Instead, we should help these very, very people. They are vulnerable.
Now that I use Monday service, AI makes solving tickets.
So, Nemawaburia. Onwe ihe ma na Remijius na-achị egwu anyị. Ka manụ m ihe mee na ọ dịghị bold enough ikwu ya. Silekwa the message ya na-achị pass. But obviously, onye ọbụla nwere uche ga-eji ire ya gụọ eze ya ọnụ wee mara message ọ na-achị pass. Because ọ kwuola si na all the groups niile no the same 10 and 10% no ofu ala ha ji ka ha niile na-achụrụ efi. Well, kwuo si na even ma ndị nke ka na-set up their kiosk ọhụụ n'ọkwa ofu ihe ahụ. Nwe onye mara ebe ọ nọ ya nọrọ ebe ahụ na onwe onye nke ọ ga-asị gị soro maka ha niile bụ ụfọdụ ọ kọwa ha niile asị ndị na-achọ akpa ha.
Whosoever that have come tomorrow to set his own kiosk, they have followed you because they want you to lead them to the destination. Lead them. It is not leadership that leads, but quality of leadership. Since all of All of you have abandoned PM. Whatever you are doing, do it on your own. And I, Onyebuchi Ashiburubi, will no longer speak against you. I made a mistake by recording the program that I recorded in the morning. I could have waited to record that very program. And in my morning program, so many people said, oh, the headline is not good. The headline. So you don't know where I drive my headline. China Samworu is saying that.
So, Boria, from ihe nghọta ihe niile ọ na-akọwa na group ọhụrụ ha fọmụkwara na mbụ kiosk ha setri up iji wee nakọtawa ụmụ mmadụ ego. Talking about your headline, Onyebuchi Ashiburubi, I do understand I mean, it's not a game in a play or in a bad way, but it's not in a bad way. At the end of the day, this is social media. You want to use headlines or topics that will draw attention to your video. That is understandable. But before now, I've been monitoring your headlines and even the thumbnails in a use. At the end of the day, you are all just like me, content creators. And that is why you use the type of headlines you use. Because you made the interest of your PM, if you have his interest in mind, there are certain headlines that you will try your best to reward. And there are certain thumbnails that you will not use. All the common big up your PM na ebono behind bars, actor chain naka ijiria weme thumbnail. Can you make cheap pass across? How does that show that nonya boni na kwenye rubu or only nwere ihunanya for? It doesn't at all. In case you don't know that. So people are watching, people are seeing. So how about when people complain a program email or to see where word do I how will right if we are and had the right because so he name he be the rotato. Thank you say award your titles are always like that. So but like I mean as a social media strategist myself and as a content creator as well, I do understand it. So I don't have a problem with it per se because that is a strategy for you to get attention, for your captions to get people's attention to see what's in your video. But it backfires in a way in this instance because in a prophecy, ihunanya and respect for this same person in a use as clickbait. You use your titles as clickbait. But how would you do that to somebody in a professing Horonanya or you were respectful? And even the pictures and the thumbnails you create of him. Go to you get convincing mother say, no, in Horonya Nanya or in Aponyonya. So it all boils down to one thing. And what is that thing? Onyoblana chapaya. So you use your clickbait in terms of thumbnail and in terms of captions to draw attention to your video. And why do you do that? So that more people would see it and you'll be able to make more money off YouTube. That is just the simple explanation to it. So I don't think you should bother explaining much about that because it's not going to change anything. And it's not going to even make you stop it because, he name and your way. That is how you do your own thing.
Mazi Simon Ekpa and the governor of Enugu State, Naroko. And all of you know that Mazi Simon Ekpa hated the governor. He is the one that have spoken against him. So the headline is sarcastic. If Mazi Simon Ekpa hated and have spoken against the injustice, and now this person giving you voice said that Mazi Simon Ekpa rokoro with the governor, it means that Mazi Simon Ekpa bows to pressure. Okay, you people don't know. Most at times when you
don't forget that some people do not listen or read further than headline. So the headline is very, very important. You cannot use a sarcastic headline or a headline thinking that, people should know. No, they shouldn't know. Because if they already know, they won't be coming to, to listen to you or watch that video. So it's clickbait. That is what it is. And people use clickbait in order to enrich themselves.
give people news, they will be there listening. They will listen and listen. They will not grab anything inside. They will retire. Oh, your headline is this thing. Your headline is this. So you do not notice anything in the headline. But when I told you that China Sanwo-Olu was saying that Mazi Simon Ekpa is working with the governor, but you heard from Mazi Simon Ekpa exposing the governor, so you do not know that the title will make up he bows to pressure. Then you listen and know if he bows or not. This is one problem that I have on social media with individuals telling you, oh, this and that, people that doesn't know anything.
No, they know, and they know something, but you're the one using clickbait to deceive them. Because Obuni, if you do not word that title like that, some people may not be interested. If you had put the truth of the situation, but people would come. And you know that. You know the game. So you knew that using titles like that are clickbait. And that's not the first time. Most of your videos are like that. Like I said earlier. So don't try, damage control. Don't try to blame the people who are graciously following you and watching you. Turn around to blame the end on how here. No. You don't know more than them. You're using clickbait in your titles and you're using clickbait in your thumbnails. And it's quite unfortunate that the person you're using mostly for this clickbait, but the same person in our profess so much respect and so much love for Emmanuel Remijius. So you need to understand that and then probably have a rethink. But if you think, oh, okay, that's just how I'm going to do it. Nobody, at the end of the day, social media, nobody will interest, yeah, on Azo. Everybody, every one of us. So I'm not going to condemn you for that. I'm not going to say stop it or don't do it. But what I find appalling is that now the same person in our profess so much love and all that for, but the same person in use it for clickbait all the time. You constantly do this. I was actually going to make a video for it separately, but it's good that no Batarana this one, so I can just handle everything at once.
They would bring one or two things, claiming to know. Oh, I am the person that knows it all. I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, please, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Undiluted truth is that is what I have brought.
In this case, Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, claim that you know it all. Because your viewers are going to go out to you that the title you use was sort of deceiving and made them think that the same PM profess love for none I work with Enugu State governor. You should have a rethink and go back, look at all your other titles. Like I said, this is not the first time. Neither is this the second. I have noticed it for a very long time. And even your thumbnails. Every time you use thumbnails, you will put your PM on or behind bars, then at all year change naka. How would you use such a demeaning thing for somebody in a claim you love or you were respect for whether when I made your thumbnail? That it doesn't add up. So in this case, then I say problem you were within the social media. But the problem is from you because you use to clickbait on them. And it doesn't make sense.
Any day mpụtara sị gị na onye nke a jikwa wee sị m si onye nke a mana na ọ fọtụrụ m n'isi ọkwa na nke ikpeazụ a with aya iyo some people na-akọ onye nke iche na ọ mmadụ onye nke a bịara ya disgrace onwe. I will no longer insult anyone. Oge nkere nwa ndị nke ọ na-eme ihe a ya lead vendor. Mmadụ ịpụta bịa sị m make exposition imeke exposition onye nke a rigoro imeke exposition onye nke a rigoro asị onweghị onye a na-emezi expose maka Chineke.
So I mean I will be right to conclude at this point that something is going on within Brigade 2, which is the new group we have formed including your Abu Remijius or reform, or something is definitely not right. And that thing has to do with money, how the money is being handled. Because requires on onye nke iche na aka ya dị ọcha or na ọma ihe ọ na-eme onye nke ahụ pụta ọwụọ onwe ya n'ala, and okwukwa wee sị na onwezi onye a na-support ya agaghị emekwa video against anybody or anything who against anybody n'ebe ọbụla ịkwụ na gị kwuru ebe ahụ. But in rounding off anyway, at this point, it's all speculations. I might be wrong, like I said, but I'm never wrong, even if I say so myself. So we'll keep an eye on this space to know how this is going to manifest or how it's going to end at the end of the day, because I definitely believe that there's something going on, which Emmanuel Remijius wants to speak about, but also being very cautious. Ka ghara isi na ọkwa nyanwa ka ọ soro ihe bụ nsogbu. You know, ka akwara isi na ọnyanwa bụ onye kwuru na ụkọchukwu eyi or something under. So he's been very cautious, but how cautious can you be? He's made some bold statements, and ndị nwere uche ga-ejikwa ire ha gụọ eze ha ọnụ, put 2 and 2 together. But like I said, personally, I would like to give them a chance for them to show what they can do or what they are doing. So I feel like it's a bit too early for anyone to come against that new group, to expect so much from them. And it's also a bit too early for somebody who is an insider in the group, onye sokwa form of the group, to come out to be passing cryptic messages. I really feel like doesn't make sense. But that's me. You, what do you think? I would like to get your comments about the situation, and subscribe to the channel so that whenever I come live, you would know that I'm live and you can be part of the community as well. Okay, then. So, guys, I will see you in my next one. My name is Nkechi First, and enjoy your evening. Bye for now.
It's been amazing.
Nkechi First is here for you again to tell you all you need to know. Nkechi First, home for all. Queen Diva. Nkechi First, home for all. Queen Diva. All you need to do is just to follow. Get motivated and educated. Queen Diva, Nkechi First is here for you. Against all odds, we are pushing higher, higher. We are moving higher, higher. We are crossing boundaries, boundaries. Queen Diva, oh, oh.